And the reason I say that is because I want us, like everything that you thought about, all your goals that you had or that you were thinking about, I want you guys to think bigger. Okay, seriously, I really want everybody to just think bigger. Because the big thing is, like one of the best things I was ever told was, it's not that your goals are too big, it's that your goals are too small and that you hit them all the time. And so for me today, like it's been a real big day of reflection. I've started reading this massive book that has about I actually started reading it today. It has about 6 or 7 self-development books in it. It's called the Prosperity Bible. Okay, and it's bigger than a Bible, actually. It's flipping huge. And I just started reading that today. And it's an interesting story. There's a lot of interesting stories in there. But the biggest thing I realized is a lot of us, we're not working towards anything. We're just kind of working. And that's what I was thinking, because I was like, I'm working, and I was like, things could come a little bit faster. But then I realized there was nothing specific that I was working towards. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it's like, if you don't have a goal in mind, like, it's like this. So I go to you guys, hey, Cam, dude, here is a bag of R1 million. Okay? Now I'm going to go drop it in town, and you must go find it.
Yeah.
So how the hell are you going to find it? You can't. Okay? There must be shaky open. Okay? And like, yeah. And the big thing is this, is like, you go, okay, cool. Yeah, now, but that's what like our subconscious mind is thinking at the same time. It's like, yeah, we want to get somewhere, but it's like, we don't know what it is. Exactly. But if I say to you, okay, cool, I've taken this R1 million bag, okay, it was a bag of R1 million, and I've put it on the corner of this street and this street in the middle of town, you're going to find it.
Yeah.
And so the same thing applies when setting your goals for this. You've got to set something to work towards.
You can't hit a target.
Well, they say a man in the centers, these people are always on autopilot. They're just going. They're just like wandering through life. They're just like hoping that hard work will get them to wherever they want to get to, but there's no goal in mind. And it's crazy because it doesn't really matter what age somebody is, whether they're 20, 40, or 60. You ask somebody, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? And most of them will be like, I haven't really thought about it. And so, hello. And so that's why, like, a really big thing is, that's why they say time will either promote you or expose you. Okay, and the people who had goals, the people who had things, that's crazy. Like, I sat with my stepfather, who I consider, like, pretty successful. Please unplug that bulb. Who I consider very successful. And he pulled out a list that he wrote in 1983 of all the goals that he wanted to achieve. And he achieved every single one of them that he wrote down. Okay. And what's crazy is I said to him, I was like, you know what, you've really become like a lot more successful than the average person that I met. And I said to him, like, what happened? And he said, well, I just got lucky because I started off a career at a very high salary. So in 1998, okay, so 17 years ago, he was already making about 800,000 Rand a year. 17 years ago. So in modern days, that would be making about 2.5 million Rand a year. Okay? Now that's ridiculous. Okay? But what is the thing? He had a goal written down of where he wanted to be. He wrote down what car he wanted to drive. He got it. He wrote what area he wanted to live in. He got it. He wrote down how many houses he wanted to own. He got it. He wrote down who he wanted to work for. He got it. He wrote down who he wanted to marry. He got it. Like every single thing he wrote down. And it's crazy because it's weird. It's like as soon as we work towards something, that's what's going to happen. And it's funny because what happens is a lot of us focus on what we don't want. And that often leads to us really messing up. And my favorite example really is the South African cricket team. Okay, because they've got like this tag of being chokers, meaning they get somewhere and then they lose it all because they always choke. But they always say, yeah, we're not chokers. But what are they focusing on? Being chokers. It's like when people say, I'm a recovering alcoholic or I'm a recovering drug addict. So when are you not going to be recovering? Right? Because if you're in recovery, you're forever going to be in recovery. Yeah, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 6 years. Well, then surely you're not recovering anymore. Right? You're sober. Okay? And so what's important is like our self-talk. Okay? But what's important is the goal at hand as well. Because a lot of us just go, oh yeah, I kind of maybe just want to hit this goal. Okay? And in the Bible it says, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. It doesn't say faith the size of a mountain can move a mustard seed. So all you need is a little bit, but going in a direction. Okay. So what is it that you want to be? How much is it that you want to earn? Okay. And for me, because it's funny, like I was sitting there writing my goals, and I only had like one kind of like material goal. Okay. But all the rest were all about character, about what kind of person I want to be going forward. Because to me, character is the most important thing. Okay? Because there's so many people who make a lot of money. Like I got a few friends who are like in the clubbing industry, events management, but they make that dirty money. Underage drinking, all that kind of stuff. So yes, on the outside, successful. Nice cars, nice clothes, nice house. Everybody's talking shit about them. Because of the way they made their money. And so I want to be the guys who've got nice cars, nice clothes, nice house, okay? But everyone's speaking good about them. Okay? And that's character. And that's what's so important about building our business is, Jim Rohn says it, you attract success by the person you become. Because if you could have everything by being who you are, you would already have it. And so the biggest thing is in this business and just in life in general, going forward, if we just think that like hard work is going to like pay off, it's totally wrong. Our business life is just about adding value to others. And so just remember, we build $1 million businesses by building $1 million relationships. Not just with people, but with ourselves. Okay? Because a lot of us just think, oh yeah, if I work hard and I talk to a lot of people, I'm going to become successful. I promise you this business is literally 90% working on yourself, 10% working on the business. Okay? And for some of us, it's going to be much harder work than for others. Yep, some people will probably be born into slightly more successful, situations than you. Yep, some people might have confidence more than you have. Okay? Some people might have more money. Some people might be more popular. But what's interesting is we all have 24 hours in a day. We all have access to the same things now. Okay? Like the world is becoming a lot more equal in terms of like the equality of things. Why? Because of the internet. It's like nowadays you can't make an excuse to not have something. Oh, I don't have internet at home. There's internet cafes all over the place. It's not even that expensive. $5 an hour, I mean, seriously, it's not going to break the bank. Okay? But what really makes the big difference? It's you. And so for me, like, I was talking to Shay the other day and I was like, flip, you know what I've realized? Like, I haven't done any self-development in the last couple of weeks. Like, I've got to get back on it. Okay, because what it does is it just increases that vibration. It just increases what you put out there. And if you see someone who is doing self-development compared to someone who isn't, there's a huge difference. Okay, like with some of the leaders, like I can see when the guys are doing it and when the guys aren't doing it. Why? Because the little things don't bother them as much. The little things, don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff, right? It's like you just become like bolder, stronger, and the small stuff doesn't bother you anymore. Okay, what does Jay-Z say? Brush your shoulder off. Okay, seriously, dude. It's like when you work on yourself, small shit doesn't bother you. Like, the dogs keep barking, but the wagon keeps rolling. Like people are going to say shit about you. Great. But when you become more secure in yourself, that doesn't matter. Right? Because here's what I've learned in the last few days. If you want to make everybody around you happy, you're never going to be successful. You just aren't. And it doesn't matter what you want to do. Whether it's like being a philanthropist, whether it's being a billionaire, like you can't make everybody else happy. Okay, like my stage today. If you want to be successful, like be not of this world. Okay, you can't think how everybody else is thinking. Okay, and so what's important is, a lot of us, we think about stuff deductively or inductively. Okay, and so thinking deductively is basically making a decision based on everything around us, and that's the worst kind of decision to make. Because if you really think about it, that's how like these people, the system controls you, is because we take like the media and think, oh, it's true. Because if you really watch the news every day, what's the point in even living? The economy is going to crash again. Well, that's been happening for like the last 2,000 years. Probably not going to change. But what do they not tell you? More millionaires have been made in the last 15 years than ever before. And the economy has never been worse. Okay? So why has that happened? The internet, there's access to so many materials. But if you guys are going to think about everything else that's going on around you, especially in our industry, you're going to lose big time. Because if you really look at our industry grows in depression. It's literally bomb-proof like that. Why? Because think about it. It's almost like, let's take our company. We've got Jeunesse. So we've got our own products. Okay? Literally everything is designed for us. So we didn't have to worry about employing people. We didn't have to worry about, BE. We didn't have to worry about distribution. We didn't have to worry about all that stuff's done for us. Okay? We didn't have to worry about where the money's coming from. It's like they've got their own bank. It's like our whole world. We're on our own island. Okay? So no matter what everyone else is doing, it doesn't matter. Because we're on our own island. And so building our business, like we can't think about everything else on the outside as a negative. The economy is in crisis. Great. More opportunity. It is. Because you've got to look for the circumstances. And then if you're going to be deductive, meaning you're going to use the outside to make your decision, you're never going to go anywhere. I swear to God. I promise you, you will not go anywhere. But if you think about what's happening around you, okay? Because people go, oh, yeah, your product's expensive. No, it isn't. Rolls Royce expensive? No. We just can't afford it right now.
It's coming good.
And that's the thing, because that's deductive. You see, there's so much stuff out there that's just put out there to make us feel insignificant and feel shit about ourselves. Okay. It's like I was listening today, Tony Robbins was talking about it. He was like, you know what the problem with the world is today, especially in relationships, is that because of the media, men are becoming like women, and women are becoming like men. What does he mean by that? Okay. Well, here's what it is. Men, there's so many magazines. Do you know that male depression has increased by something like 85% overall in the last 15, 20 years because of magazines like Men's Health? Because we look at this stuff and we go, oh, that's what we're supposed to look like. I don't look like that. I'm not a real man. That's the truth. And also, and like this, it's not to offend anyone, but I just want you to think about this for a second. It's the same thing with women empowerment. But now it's like women are trying to be like men. So the balance gets totally knocked off. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong or it's right. I'm just letting you guys think about how the outside world has just manipulated everyone and literally just throwing them off on a tangent. Okay. And so Tony Robbins, this girl and Tony Robbins talking, and she's like, yeah, my boyfriend, he's younger than me. Okay, she's like in her 30s and he's like in his 20s. Yeah, he's younger than me. And he's really cool because he knows all about fashion. And, we go shopping together and it's a really good time. But when it comes to the bedroom, things aren't really that good. And literally, as soon as she's about to say the next thing, Tony Robbins says, yeah, that's because you're not dating a guy. That's because you're dating a girlfriend. And she was like, eh? And so the big thing is, if we try and live like how society tells us to live, we are going to lose our identity. Okay, we are. And it's sad. Okay? But we are. This is how you should live. This is what you should eat. This is how you're supposed to look. Who said that? Some rich guy? There's a really good movie, especially if you guys into like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. It's called They Live. And there's one part of the movie, this guy goes, you know what the golden rule is, right? And the guy goes, no, what's the golden rule? The guy with all the gold gets to make all the rules. And it's the truth, because the people with the most money run the world. The people with the least don't get a say. But these people in power, it's just a game to them. And whatever they throw out there, we watch the media, our brains can't identify between what is real and what is not. Because we've been taught to think about everything deductively. We read something, and because of conditioning in school for 14,000 hours, we read it and we just automatically believe it. We get told when you get asked a question, you must answer. Okay? Read this in the textbook, that'll help you pass the exam. Cool, well, like, you know, life's a continuous test. You used to get pop quizzes in school. Like a pop quiz, like, boom, test today. Everyone's like, oh, God, but no, we're screwed. And then just be like, and it's going to count towards your term marks. And you're like, oh, no, so you can't do that to us. But that's life, actually. You know, it's like, dude, someone dies in your family. That wasn't in the textbook, was it? What to do when family member dies? Okay, it doesn't happen. And so the thing is, we've got to start thinking for ourselves, thinking about what we want, what will make us happy. Not what can I do to make that person happy? Yes, that's important in a relationship, I guess. But if we could all be happy in ourselves, just imagine how different the world would be. You know what's interesting is how I was listening to this guy, they were interviewing a psychologist, and he said to people, he was asked how to solve overpopulation in the world. And he said, how do you solve overpopulation? Or why is there overpopulation? And he said, because people don't love each other. That's why there's so many people in the world. And people were like, huh? But that doesn't make sense. And he said, well, think about this for a second. There's so many people out there, number one, who have children, not because they want to have children. They have children because they don't want to lose their spouse. So they're scared. They have children out of insecurity. Okay? People are so insecure, they think, oh yeah, if I have sex with this person, and we have kids together, maybe everything will get better. And so more and more and more and more and more people come into the world under the wrong circumstances. Why? Because people have thought about everything deductively, thought about what's happening out there as opposed to what's in here. And as soon as you can think in here, everything changes. And so there's a really good song, and I actually want you guys to listen to it. Okay, it's called Everybody Wear Sunscreen. And it's a brilliant song. And the one line he says, don't read magazines, it'll only make you feel old, ugly, and fat. Because they do. I model, I see what these people look like before they get pictures taken of them. Guys, don't read magazines. Seriously, don't do it. It's like the biggest waste of time. It's like, I kind of like with modeling, it's like I really want to do it, but I don't. Because I look at it and it's like, I get my portfolio done and I'm like, dude, they've taken my freckles away, they've cut this out, they've cut that out, they've changed my hair, yeah. It's like this whole fake world. Because everyone's trying to tell each other what to do. What do you feel you have to do? Okay? Because a lot of us, it's like an analysis paralysis. So-and-so is doing this, so-and-so is doing that, so-and-so is doing that. Okay? But we can't be a victim of our circumstance. We've got to look for the circumstances that we want. Okay? And yeah, initially it's not going to be how you want it to be. But can you change it? Definitely. 100% you can change it. Is it going to be hard? Guarantee you it's going to be hard. Going to be worth it? Definitely. Okay? So I had like a small taste of the good life. And I sit here going, damn, Braden, you've really got to up your game now. Like, I've really got to up my game. Okay. And so the whole thing is, you've got to start right from the beginning. It's back to basics. Okay. So what are the most important things when building our business? Because here's what's crazy. Once you guys will see, when you start making like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50, 100, 200, 500,000 rand a month, you are going to be different. What you are. And people are going to say, oh, dude, you changed so much. Right, well, you haven't. And that's cool. Okay? Because for me personally, I know what it feels like to make an extra 30 to 40,000 rand a month. Okay? Do you think I'll be a more confident person? Yes. And you know what I love? When I make more money, I just give more away. I'll pay for everything. Okay? That's why I'm so excited to make more money again. Dude, seriously, my confidence is going to get better. I can treat the people around me. Like, that would make me feel good. Okay? And so you guys have got to get that thing out the back of your mind that money is bad. If any of you think like that, we were always told money is the root of all evil. Incorrect. The love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? God said, go forth and prosper, not sit back, chill, and relax. Don't go forth and be average. Go forth and prosper. Dude. Okay? And what did he mean by that? It didn't necessarily mean become super rich. But be rich in yourself. Be the best you can be. If you're only a 3 out of 10, be the best flipping 3 out of 10 you can possibly be. Okay? Seriously. And so, there's 3 things we do in the business. Okay? Recruit, invite, train, present. That's 4 things. I got confused there for a second. I think the camera was like, what? It's recruit, train, and present. Those are 3 things we do.
Is it 3 now?
Yeah.
Recruit and invite.
Recruit and invite, the same thing.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
That was a sub.
percent now.
That was like a subheading. That was like 1.1, 1A.
just
and then
testing
2.
if you guys know.
Yeah. Okay. And so recruiting, guys, I want you to know we're still on the same mission here. We're still about helping people. It's like we're still in the Formula One. We're still in Formula One. We just not with Ferrari anymore. We're with McLaren. Okay. It's the same flippin' race. It's the same vehicle. It just looks kind of different. We're all the same driver. Okay. So the key thing is we've got to pack these events. We have to. Why? Okay. Because your life depends on it. Seriously, we've got a huge opportunity here. And soon enough, we're going to have a whole lot more countries opening. It is confirmed Namibia will be opening, Angola will be opening, and Botswana will be opening. Sorry, they're having issues with Zim. No jokes though, because I asked, I was like, what? This is too much corruption at the moment. So hopefully, eventually they'll get through. Apparently, they have the same issue with South Africa. Apparently, it took 2.5 years to open South Africa. Okay.
Do you know how long it's been? Yeah, just wondering.
About a year and a half, maybe.
Does it?
Maybe. Yeah. So the opportunity for us is massive. But guess what? Teams are flying. Jeunesse is the fastest growing company that is basically out there. We're in the top 5% of fastest growing companies. Okay, let's all be 5%ers. I want to be a 1%er. I want to be right at the top of the 5%. Okay, so when you set your goals, what do you want to be? Okay, do you just want to be like a good person, or do you want to be a great person? Do you just want to be like making good money, or do you want to be a leader? Okay, because you get what you ask for, 100%. Okay, so recruiting people. Guys, for me, the invite hasn't really changed. Okay, we have an opportunity to sell a product, and we have an opportunity to make money. Okay, young people, some people are like, oh yeah, well, I'm young, I don't need wrinkle cream. Let me ask you a question. We're all stockbrokers. Do you think we care about what stocks we sell, or do you think we care about how much money those stocks are going to bring us? How much money they're going to bring us? I don't care if we're selling like manure or if we're selling gold. All I know is that if we sell enough, we will become successful. We will make a lot of money. And so when people are coming at you with like, oh yeah, I don't need wrinkle cream. Here's what I say to that. I say, bro, a wise man once said, if you want to be a millionaire, make products for men. If you want to be a billionaire, make products for women. And that's going to get people thinking. Okay? Because someone's just like, oh yeah, I don't want to sell wrinkle cream. Do you think like the postman is passionate about delivering post? Oh, I can't wait to put this letter in that mailbox. Nope. Dude, seriously, like I look at my stepfather, he's got a very good business now. He sells storage units. You think he goes, oh, dude, I just love storage units. Taxi drivers, oh, I just love driving people around. I just love being told what to do. Right? Then you feel like dumb now. You're like, oh, bro, that makes sense. Okay. It doesn't matter what we are doing. The mission is the same. So, when I'm recruiting people, generally it depends who I'm going for. If I go for the younger market, I just start a normal conversation. Okay? Number one, start dialogue. Seriously. Someone's like, great, I love this. I get this all the time. Great. Give me a golden line. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to give you a golden line. Give me a hand. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Doing yourself?
I'm great. Amazing. Right? Great. What I say to this person, I don't want to ruin it. How about just saying, hey, how are you doing today? Hey, how's it going? Hey, what have you been up to? Right? It's really simple. Okay, so I just start a conversation. Hey, Tyler, how's it going, bro? I'm good, bro. It's been a while. Well, I'm pretty sure you've probably seen the news about what happened to my last company. Yeah, dude, shit happens. But I just started something new. What about you? For what? For your health? For your life? Dude, well, that sounds a bit sad. Well, listen, bro, would you be interested in seeing what I'm doing now? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to send you a video, okay, but I'm only going to send it to you when you have time to watch it. Okay, so when can you watch it? Tomorrow. What time? 6 p.m. I'm going to call you tomorrow at 6 p.m. and I'm going to send you the video, okay? Okay, cool. So that's literally what's happened. Because today, I spoke to 3 people, and they said, oh, I don't have time now. I can only watch tomorrow. I said, cool, I'm going to call you tomorrow. They said, cool. Okay? So just remember, guys, sometimes the slower you go, the further you get. Okay? You've got to feel like where it is with some people. Okay? So with that, that's what I say. When it comes to older people, I'm just like, hey, Julian, how's it going? You old now. I'm good, bro. Well, I wouldn't say bro. I'll say I'm fine, thank you. I just say like, what are you up to? Remember, you always want to, it's the basics. You always want to ask people what you want them to ask you. You always want to do that because that's how conversation works. And initially you feel like a little bit sneaky. You're like, oh, dude, I'm just like totally like lining this person up. Okay. Not always a bad thing. Okay. But eventually it becomes natural. Like show a genuine interest in that other person. Seriously, that's what you want to do. Show a genuine interest. You want to be real.
I've got one of my friends is 6 members of a makeup artist. When I get on the phone, I don't know much about it.
You just say, what's the makeup artist's name?
I don't know, Andy.
The one you called it. Who gave you the number?
My friend, Marine.
Marine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be like, hi Andy, my name's Julian. I got your number from Marine.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it started. They said that you might be interested in. I was wondering if I could meet you for coffee. Okay. And more often than not, they're going to be like, "What the hell? Who are you?" But as soon as you say like who they got the number from, and they know that person well, okay, so you got to make sure they know the person well. They're going to be like, "Oh, okay, cool." Okay. Never be like, "Hey, it's Julian. How are you?" They're going to be like, "Huh? Who are you?" So that's why when I call someone, I'm like, "Hey, so and so, I got your number from so and so." You've got a point of credibility straight away. I was wondering if you could help me. They said, so and so said you might be interested in this. Okay, floor's not open.
Those out of
No. Okay, so the big thing is like, you guys just want to have some kind of credibility when calling somebody. Okay. Seriously. So like that's a perfect example. Because here's what I've done. I can just see Cole laughing on the screen over here. So because here's why. Okay, so let's say with my mom, for example, she's really enjoying the products. But she's like, I'm kind of wanting to build a business. I kind of don't want to build a business. So I said to her, give me 10 names of your friends that would be interested in using this product. So she said, cool, here they are. So now when I call them, I'm going to be like, hey, Hanley, or what's her name? Haley. I'm going to be like, hey, Haley, I got your number from my mom, Renee Smith. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She said, yeah, she said you might be interested in a brand new product that I'm promoting. And I was wondering if we could maybe meet for coffee and I could send you something about it. The big thing is you want to get in front of the person, guys. You want to get in front of the person. Okay. Why? Because in sales, the best thing to do is engage all the senses. Okay. I was talking to some of the JV team today and they said, like, what's the best approach when we're in front of people? Okay. And it's like you literally want them to see the product, so you want to take your products with you. Okay. You want them to smell the products. Okay. You want them to feel the products, feel the packaging, feel what the cream feels like. Just put a little bit over here so they can rub and they can think. Then they want to smell the products. Okay, you've literally engaged like 4 out of the 5 senses like this. It's much easier. If you guys like, there's I always speak about these Dead Sea Soul people. You know what makes them like good salesmen? Because what they do is they talk to you and they put the stuff on your hands and they just carry on talking to you. And they're just saying, dude, how good does this feel? How amazing does this feel? And by the end of it, you're like, I have to buy this. Even if you don't have the money, but you're still like, I have to buy this. They are such good salesmen. Why? Because they engage everything. Feel this, smell this. How does that feel? That feels good, right? Now feel your skin after you've put it on there. Wow, feels amazing. Smell it. Smells good. Like they just keep on engaging all the senses over and over and over and over and over again, and you're just like, I have to buy this. And then they go, I'm going to cut you a deal. And you're like, whoa. And they go, yeah, just for today, it's 650 Rand. But it's been 650 Rand for the last 10 years. Okay? So it's the same thing. Well, check this. You can get all 4 products just for today, only 3,400 Rand. That's a bargain. And it'll last you like over 3 months. Okay? But you want to get in front of these people. And so with me, especially people who, let's say, were in Dima, I just say, hey, I know you know what happened in Dima, but we've started something new. Oh, what makes Jeunesse different to Dima? We can retail products. Oh, yeah, you can make big difference. You can make big markups, 30, 40% of selling products. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah. But do you guys do skincare? No, well, obviously Jeunesse is brand new. Eventually, we're going to get more products. We've got the skincare, then we're going to get the body range as well. Okay, like all the protein shakes, all that kind of stuff too. Okay, there's an energy drink range as well. That'll come. So it's literally like we're pick and pay. We're going to have something to sell to somebody. We have what people want. And so here's what's interesting, guys. Steve Jobs was actually asked this question. They were interviewing him, and he was like, we're going to sell Apple products way more expensive than everybody else. And everyone was like, there's no ways people are going to buy a product. It's too expensive. We all know that Apple is pretty expensive. Okay, like 14,000 Rand for a phone, like an adapter plug for your freaking, for your laptop is like how much? Like 1,000 Rand. Okay. But here's what Steve Jobs had to say about that. He said, the The truth is, consumers don't know what they want. People tell them what they want. Marketers tell consumers what they need to buy. Because think about it, if we weren't told what to buy, we wouldn't probably buy anything. Right? Like if it didn't say sale, we probably wouldn't walk in. Think about it. Imagine like this. Imagine all the shops were just like a wall like this. On the outside, there was a door this big, and on the other side was just a wall. There was no branding, there was no signage. Okay, just say the name, it would just say like Louis Vuitton. But there's nothing on display in the windows. Would you walk in there? Probably not. Why do you think they have displays? They are telling you what to buy. Pretty messed up, right? Okay, why do you think Mercedes-Benz on the N1 has a Mercedes-Benz parked like on the roof outside, like on that ledge? Telling you, hey, come buy. Okay, we have to tell people what they want. People don't know what they want. Okay, so when it comes to sales, it's absolute conviction. At the end of the presentation, I'm like, hey, how are you paying? Visa or MasterCard? Does it make a difference? No. But it's something to say. Okay? Because I believe everybody wants to look better. Everybody wants to look better. People don't want to get old. I don't know anyone who goes, yo, I can't wait till I get old. I know a lot of people are like, dude, I wish I looked older so I can get into a nightclub. Okay. That's probably the deal with a lot of people. Okay, but the truth is, people want to look better. People need to make more money. That is fact. We have the best product. Literally every day I'm in a mall, I go into like one of the spas, I go to Edgar's, I go here and I say, show me your most expensive product. The most expensive one I find is that Lamal stuff. People will pay for our serum. Like our serum costs 1,350 rand. That Lamal stuff costs like 7,000 rand. And people buy that. And it can't even compare. Oh yes, we have stem cells. Not like us. We have the best product. By far. So what's important is when you're speaking about your product is have confidence. Seriously. Confidence and clarity, very important. Okay, so when I'm prospecting older people, I just start a conversation and I say, you know, I've started something new and I thought about you because I really think you would like this, what I'm doing. What is it? Do you have 4 minutes to watch the video? And I send in the Luminous range and I send in Instantly Ages. Because the Instantly Ages is just my hook to get them to come to an event. A lot of people say, oh my God, that is amazing. But I'll believe it when I see it. That is there. Your foot's like the door is open. Cool. Are you free on Tuesday or Thursday? Really simple. Okay. Some of you guys are like, oh, well, you know, people watch the videos and they're not interested. Go with a different angle. Push the opportunity side. Okay. Remember, guys, it's not about what we want. It's about what people want. It's what they want. Who do you know wants to make more money? Who do you know that's old and ugly? Okay, but it's like, yeah, everybody, ugly, you need skincare, you need skincare. Okay? Seriously, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And as soon as your person gets involved, who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? Because in my opinion, like, to get a couple of older folk interested is pretty flippin' simple. It's really easy. Some people are like, oh, well, you know, it's really, really hard to get people to change their skincare. That's like the same thing as, your customers are loyal to our brand. Well, my brand is instant and yours isn't. Who are you going to choose? My brand is Rolls-Royce, yours is Toyota, and they cost the same. Who are you going to choose? You want Toyota? Keep going, but I'm going to clean the Rolls-Royce. Right? No offense to anyone who drives Toyotas, okay? But you guys get my point, okay? So the most important thing is your conviction. Your product's expensive compared to what? Estee Lauder. Okay, well, Estee Lauder has this. This is what we have. Does Estee Lauder make you money? If you share Estee Lauder with 2 of your friends, does Estee Lauder give you free product? No? Do they pay you for that? No. Well, then they're not better, are they? Just like total, like, dude, seriously, total conviction. This one chick to me was like, I was talking to her today, who was going to knock her out through the phone. And her mom's a beautician. So I sent her the videos, and she goes, oh my word, that looks amazing. I said, cool, we're actually doing like a live demo on Tuesday. I'd really like you to come take a look. I'll totally be there. 5 minutes later. My mom told me that I mustn't come. So I asked her, how old are you? 21. I said, aren't you old enough to make your own decisions? Oh, but my mom's a beautician and she said that there's so many products in the market that can do the same thing as that. I said, with respect, you know, not to be a dick, but your mom doesn't know what she's talking about. And then she was like, well, you know, I tried Vima and it tasted like shit. And I'm like, what does that have to do with this? So I was thinking, what does that have to do with this? So then I joked with her and I told her, oh, were you drinking the Vima? You should have injected it to yourself. It tastes better that way. Like, I was just fooling around. Like, I just totally went with it. Like, I didn't let her get me down. Okay, I'm standing my ground. So she was like, oh, yeah, you know, so I said, look here, tell you what, why don't you come and make an educated decision and take a look at what we're doing? Okay, bring your mom with, I'd like to meet her. Guess who's coming to the event on Tuesday? And her. Okay, so it's important that we do that. Okay, like I'm not going to let somebody just knock me down. Most of us are like, oh, Brendan, I don't know how to invite. Guys, figure it out, seriously. Okay, you got to like start somewhere. Don't get like analysis paralysis or like deer in the headlights. You see the car and you just stand there and wait to get hit. Okay, start moving. Like, let's do shit. Okay, start talking to people. Start conversations. Build rapport. It's important. Okay, so that's what I do. I either use those 2 videos and go for somebody older, and even some people, I send them an opportunity. I might even send 3. Here's the opportunity, and here are the products we're working with. We've got a product that works. It's the first one on the market that works this fast. Huge money to be made. Skincare is a $300 billion industry. It is. Only getting bigger. We're available in over 100 countries. Okay? People are like, oh yeah, you know, my auntie, I'm going to share it with her, but, you know, she doesn't want to do the business side. Auntie, share it with 2 people, you get 600 Rand a month, and you get a free product. You sure you don't want to do the business? Didn't think so. Because technically, if you think about it, dude, $600 in your pocket for getting 2 friends plus free serum. That's almost like you're getting 2,000 Rand a month for sharing with 2 people. Dude, it's legit, and it's just started now. The get to and it's paid for you is in South Africa. Okay, so we've got a massive opportunity here. Okay, but I don't want to go on for too long. So guys, we literally have to keep going. Okay, it doesn't matter what happened back then. What happens is like now. What are we going to do differently now? Okay, start 10 conversations a day. Hey, how are you? Before you go to bed at night, 10 things. Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey. Go to bed. Wake up the next day. Guaranteed someone must have replied. They don't reply. I wait today. Question mark. Hey, sorry, I was busy. Didn't see your message. Oh, no problem. I was just checking in, seeing how you're doing. I'm doing great. Good. Had a conversation with the girl today. How's everything going? She's like, oh, yeah, you know, life is life. And I was like, well, you don't seem very happy. She's like, oh, you know, single mom. And then I relate. Don't worry, I was brought up by a single mom too. 2 kids, 3 jobs, 21 years old, no degree. But she raised us. She's like, dude, your mom deserves everything. I said, yeah, I know. I'm working super hard to do that. Maybe you can help me achieve that. She's a single mother. Okay? Relate. Like, what is most personal is most general, guys. So many people have gone through the exact same thing as you. And if someone like that opens up to you, dude, open up back. Like, I realized, like, because sometimes I appear to not be a very emotional person. Okay? Some people are like really emotional, and I'm like, well, I'm not really affected by that. But then when that person opens up, and I'm like, I'm sorry you feel that way, that's kind of like me saying, F you, don't talk to me. But if they open up and I open up, that person feels very comfortable. And that creates trust. And the biggest reason people buy is trust. Think about it, like, can you remember that time when we went to go test drive that we went to Mercedes, and our salesman was a dud. Okay, like that's the nicest way to put it. He literally, we got in the car. Okay, like Cole and I were like dressed to kill. Okay, and we're like, we want to take a look at the new C classes. And we get in the car, and he didn't say a flippin' word to us. It's nothing. Like zero. Okay, and for all he knows, we could have been like some rich ass kids who actually really wanted to buy a car, but he didn't give anything. So a week later, I go to BMW, and I test drive BMWs. And I meet a really cool guy called Michael, who unfortunately joined Jeunesse the day before I did. Yes, and Michael and I get talking, but I'm driving, and Michael he's just talking to me. He just carries on building rapport. He shows a genuine interest in what I do. He tells me, oh, check it, you do this with the car, and you do this. Can you feel the suspension change when you go into economy? Can you feel the suspension change when you go into sport? Can you feel this happen when that happens? You see how it changes on the dashboard when that happens? Who do you think I'm buying a bloody car from? Definitely. Not the guy who doesn't care. Not the guy who's like, we driving, Cole's like having the time. I'm sitting in the back, Cole's like, check here, the shit's coming up in the front here, and I'm like, yo, and this looks like out the window like this. You know, the guy's in the yeah, bro, it's like, who are you gonna buy from? Okay. So also, when we go to our meetings, we dress well, we look good. Okay, we're in an image company now. I joined a fit club. I'm like dreading it. I have to go for like before pics and after. And I'm like, oh Lord, don't want to scare everybody with my flat pack. But the thing is, like, we've got to work on our image and our self-image, how we feel about ourselves. Okay, because people are joining us. I didn't buy a BMW. I bought Michael that day. Okay. Yeah, he actually bought me. Okay, I didn't buy Jeunesse. I bought Cliff first, then I bought Jeunesse. You guys bought us first before you bought Jeunesse. You're just like, there you go, let's go. Okay. It wasn't like, well, let's take a look at the products first. Okay. It was like, what are those guys doing? You followed our character before you followed the business. And it's the same thing.